Hello student. In previous part we have started anti-cancer antibiotic. In that we have seen the two drugs, that is first is actinomycin, which is also called as dactonomycin, obtained from Streptomyces species. It consists the planar ring phenoxazone. It intercalate between the guanine base pair of the DNA, and by this way they inhibit the DNA synthesis. This is mechanism action. Then second drug under this class is bleomycin. Its chemical structure and the mechanism action. Its mechanism action is by two way. One is intercalation of DNA, and second is they form the complex with ferrous, and which causes reduction of oxygen, and the free radical superoxides was generated, and that causes the cleavage of DNA. Now we'll see the third anti-cancer antibiotic, that is anthracyclines. So this is the structure of anthracycline, in which it consists the oxidized anthracene nucleus. This is the oxidized anthracene nucleus, and which is fused to a cyclohexane ring. Here the cyclohexane ring. This is anthracene nucleus fused with the cyclohexane ring, and which is connected by glycosidic linkage to amino sugar. This is the glycosidic linkage, and this is the amino sugar. So this is the structure of the anthracycline. It consists two drugs, doxorubicin and daunorubicin. Here in doxorubicin, R1 is methoxy, R2 is OH, R3 is H, R4 is OH. Here the different position, R1, R2, R3, R2, R3, R4. These are the different positions depending upon the functional group. There are two drugs, doxorubicin and daunorubicin. It is also obtained from the different Streptomyces species. The mechanism action, it similarly act as a dactinomycin or actinomycin, means first is intercalation. Doxorubicin intercalate between adjacent nucleotide along the DNA, forming the DNA drug interaction. It drug insert in between the DNA. This is the drug insert in between the DNA strands, and it inhibit the unwinding of the DNA, and by this way inhibit the further transcription. Second way of mechanism action is enzyme inhibition. It inhibits the topoisomerase 2 enzyme, which is the key enzyme involved in the DNA synthesis. And third mechanism action is it produces the free radical, as we have seen by the bleomycin. Similar action also shown by this anthracycline. It produces the oxygen free radicals, and that causes the cleavage of the DNA. So here this is the third mechanism. The oxygen is reduced and superoxide ions are formed, and that causes the cleavage of the DNA. So for better understanding, I am going to show you one animated video. I hope you will enjoy that video and understand the mechanism of action. So my first question is, which ring is present in the structure of anthracycline? Listen once again. Which ring is present in the structure of anthracycline? You have to give this answer in the comment box of YouTube with your PRN number and name. So uses of anthracycline. It is used for the acute lymphocytic granulocytic leukemia, adverse drug reaction. It produces bone marrow depression, stomatitis, alopecia, and cardiac toxicity. So this is about the antibiotic. The next class under the chemotherapeutic agent are the plant products. Herbal medicines are important in prevention and treatment of cancer. Drugs derived from plants are of great interest as synthetic drugs has various undesirable side effects. Plant derived drugs have fewer or no side effects. So they are used. Cancer cells are susceptible to chemotherapeutic drugs, but these lead to different types of toxicity in the body. To avoid these problems, nowadays various therapies for the treatment of cancer use by using plant derived product. So in our syllabus, the plant product that is drug is Vinca alkaloids. The Vinca alkaloids, these alkaloids are isolated from the periwinkle plant. It is called as biological name Catharanthus roseus or Vinca roseus. These alkaloids having indole nucleus, so they are called as indole alkaloids. So two drugs under this class, vincristine and vinblastine. Vincristine and vinblastine in your syllabus. Here this nucleus is the indole nucleus. So it is called as indole alkaloids. The mechanism of action of these Vinca alkaloids, vincristine and vinblastine, is Vinca alkaloids bind specifically with the tubulin proteins present in the microtubules of cells. The mitotic spindles compose of the microtubules, and to these mitotic spindles the drugs is mitotic spindles or tubulin present in these mitotic spindles, they bind with this tubulin and it suppresses the microtubule dynamic and it causes block the mitosis at the metaphase stage, and also it causes depolymerization of microtubules at the high concentration. So the M phase is retard, that is splitting into two daughter cells. This step is blocked by this Vinca alkaloids. Now for better understanding, I again show one video. Watch this carefully and you will understand the mechanism of action. I hope you understand the mechanism of action. Now my second question from this video is, tell me the biological source of Vinca alcolate. Listen once again. Give the biological source of Vinca alkaloids. Okay. The uses of vincristine and vinblastine. They are used in the treatment of carcinoma of breast, also used for the treatment of lymphocytic leukemia. The second drug under this class, that is plant product, is the etoposide. This etoposide is the semi-synthetic glycoside. Semi-synthetic glycoside, and it is related to the epipodophylotoxins. Epipodophylotoxins, or which is also called as Podophyllum genus. Etoposide is an ancient anti-cancer drug. In 1971, the scientist Killer Ghislaine and its assistant or co-workers at Sandoz reported its synthesis from the natural product podophylotoxin. Because of they synthesize from natural product, they are called as semi-synthetic product. A podophylotoxin, it is a toxin lignin found in the roots and rhizomes of the plant of Podophyllum genus. This drug, it is approved by the US FDA in the 1983. The mechanism of action of this drug, it inhibits the DNA topoisomerase 2 enzyme, and which causes breakage of the DNA strands, or they affect the DNA synthesis. So this is the mechanism of action of etoposide. Now we proceed for the last class under the antineoplastic agents. That class is miscellaneous antineoplastic agent. Under that, first drug is cisplatin. First drug is the cisplatin. Here the structure of cisplatin, it consists platinum centrally, 2 amino group and 2 chlorine group. Now inside the body, this chloride are exchanged with the water molecule. Chlorine is replaced by the water molecule, and that will produces the positively charged ligand. This is the positively charged ligand, and this platinum, it get bind to the DNA. Mainly in DNA, it bind to the nitrogen of guanine or oxygen. Mostly it is nitrogen. Mostly it is the nitrogen of the guanine. And this cisplatin, it is act by the similar way as the alkylating agent. They bind to the guanine bases, and they causes the intrastrand linkage. Intrastrand means within the same strand, and interstrand means between the two strands. Cisplatin, it causes intrastrand linkage. Here the DNA and our cisplatin molecule, the chlorine group is released, the place is taken by the water molecule. Again this water molecule get released, and the platinum, the instead of water, the nitrogen get bind, the nitrogen present in guanine, one nitrogen, here the second nitrogen present in second guanine, they bind with the platinum, and by this way it causes the intrastrand linkage, and further this DNA cannot be transcripted, so it causes replication of this DNA is inhibited, transcription is inhibited, and it causes the death of cell. So this is the mechanism of action of the cisplatin. It results in the localized unwinding of the DNA. For this again, I will show one video.
Cisplatin is in a class of drugs known as platinum-containing compounds used to treat various types of Cisplatin is in a class of drugs known as platinum-containing compounds used to treat various types of cancers, including metastatic testicular and ovarian tumors. There are three key components involved in cisplatin's mechanism: cisplatin, DNA, and an HMG protein. Here is an example of a cell being affected by cisplatin. Shown is the cell's membrane, where cisplatin makes first contact. Most cisplatin enters the body through active transport, but some molecules are passively diffused through the cell membrane. Once in the nucleus, cisplatin can form an adduct with two consecutive guanine bases within a strand of DNA. The molecule loses its chlorine atoms in exchange for the nitrogen atoms of the target guanines. Cisplatin can bond more tightly with nitrogen because nitrogen balances the platinum charge more effectively than chlorine. It is this adduct-induced DNA bend that allows the binding of proteins which contain the high mobility group HMG domain. Once the protein is bound to the DNA, it inserts a wedge-like phenyl group of phenylalanine 37 into the widened minor groove created by the bend. The tightly bound HMG protein causes destacking of the nucleotide bases, resulting in the DNA helix becoming kinked. In this way, cisplatin can be thought of as a monkey wrench in the DNA repair system. With the HMG protein bound to the DNA, the modified strand is not repaired properly, and so the cell dies. The success of cisplatin depends on its ratio of efficacy between cancerous and healthy cells.
So my third question is, to which nucleic bases mostly the cisplatin get bind? My third question is, to which nucleic base the cisplatin drug get bind and causing intrastrand linkage? The second drug under the miscellaneous agent is the mitoten. Mitoten, it is sold under the brand of Lysodrine, is a steroidogenesis inhibitor and cytostatic anti-neoplastic medication, which is mostly used for the treatment of adrenocortical carcinoma. The mechanism of action of mitoten is unknown, but it is believed that it modifies the peripheral metabolism of steroids as well as directly suppressing the adrenal cortex, Because of this mechanism of action, they are used for the treatment of adrenocortical carcinoma. It is derivative of insecticide DDT, and the chemical name is 1,1-dichloro-diphenyl 2,2-dichloroethane. So this is about the miscellaneous antineoplastic agent. Here I conclude that the antineoplastic agent was finished, and I will provide the additional notes. After that, you have to study that notes, and best luck for the next video.